Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another review. I told you once the game started dropping I was going to come out with more reviews, and here it is, my review for Psychonauts 2. This game was developed by Double Fine and published by Xbox Game Studios. Yeah, that's right. On PlayStation, it's an Xbox Game Studios game. And it was just released on August 25th of 2021 on the Xbox, the PlayStation 4 and 5, and Microsoft Windows. 15 years after the original game, we finally get a true sequel. Now, as for story-wise, this continues right after the end of the PlayStation VR title known as Rhombus of Ruin, where Raz goes to the Psychonauts headquarters and finds that the organization is not quite what it seems. But don't worry if you didn't get to play that or even didn't play the first one. It does have a nice little story that gets you caught back up with the story, so you'll know what the heck is going on in this weird and wacky adventure. Now, in this roughly 10 to 15 hour long adventure, you once again play as Raz as you go through 5 different real-world locations and 13 different brains, aka levels. That each one is themed based off of the individual's mind that you jump into, and much like the original, come with a very unique amount of mechanics in each of the levels. Hands down, there's no 2 levels that are the same, and even though it's still a platforming style game, you're going to have so many different mechanics, and the art style and the enemies that you fight, it really freshens it up, keeps it to where it seems like a really well done, polished title. Now, alongside that, you also have your spy headquarters you can go to if you even want to play bowling if you want, and side activities as well. Tons of collectibles, and especially the different powers that Raz gets are all great through this adventure. Now, this game is a weird and wacky platforming extravaganza. Each world, like I said, is unique in its own way, and they all tie into the story quite well. I'm quite impressed at how Double Fine was able to actually make each one of these characters unique and their worlds very unique. And if you played the first one, you know exactly how it is. Each one is completely different than the other, and while it may still have some structural similarities in terms of the way the platforming is and the collection of items, the different enemies, bosses, and mechanics that are implemented really freshen it up as you go through each of these levels. Now, one thing I will have to say is, while it's way better than the original, this one still does kind of have a little bit of clunky platforming, but hands down, it's a vast improvement over the original. So it's nothing like on, the terms of some super polished platformer of today, but it's still up there. It's still really well done. Now, some of the enemies are just insane. I mean, you go around fighting everything from panic attacks, fighting regrets, goofy thoughts, and I wish I was kidding. Each one of these different emotions manifests itself in a form of an enemy that you can fight throughout this adventure. Now, as you go through this game, you'll end up unlocking 8 total different psychic abilities that Raz can use. The only thing that I found that was kind of a big issue to me was the fact that you could only select 4 at a time. Now, it's not hard just to you press a button and go into the menu and swap them out, but I kind of find it a little bit annoying that they didn't implement some sort of radio wheel you could bring up and just select your psychic ability instead of placing them in one of 4 spots. That right there kind of shows this is kind of an older game, even though the history of this is quite interesting. Now, the other aspect I notice is there's tons of collectibles and item shops and stuff that can lead to you having a pretty good progression in this game, where you can buy and upgrade your abilities. You can also get pins, which actually give you different perks and stuff like that. You can only equip 3 pins at a time though, but you can select through them as you choose. And honestly, hands down, we all know that the first game became a bit of a well-loved cult classic. It didn't make the money that was needed to really warrant a sequel, but fortunately, Double Fine and the owner and creator was able to go and start a Kickstarter with this, and they actually did get the backing of Microsoft. And thank goodness Microsoft at least honored the fact that they had said this was going to be on PlayStation. That's why this is one of the few games when you play it, you'll see a Microsoft your logo pop up on the screen while playing it on PlayStation. Because you got to think, Microsoft bought this, they also bought Bethesda, so from here on out, most of the games that you know and love, like under certain companies, are owned by Microsoft. You're not going to see on PlayStation. So I do appreciate the fact that they did at least honor the fact that they said they were going to make this for PlayStation, and they did in fact let it come out on PlayStation. So I do appreciate that, even though, God, that is weird. Firing up a PS game and seeing an Xbox logo, it just feels wrong. It really does. But all due fairness, this game, hands down, is a blast from the past. I absolutely love it, and while there are some clunky aspects to it, it is a direct sequel to the game that we all know and love. And even though it took like 15, 16 years, we finally have an actual sequel to the first game. Now, in Raz, his mind, this is only a couple days later. So it's kind of messed up in playing this. And you're like, it takes place right after Rhombus of Ruin, which took place right after the first game. So in his mindset, it's only been a couple days. But in ours, it's been a very, very long time. From grander worlds, a well-designed story, and the return of loved characters, Psychonauts 2 is a welcome return to form from Double Fine. And I'm glad to see that this game, even though it took them forever to come out with, I'm so happy to play this. And I can honestly say it brings back all the charm. It brings back all the good feelings and memories of the original with a new coat of paint, new level designs, new mechanics, new worlds. And in the end, I absolutely love this title, and I really honestly hope, even though the Xbox owns this company now, Double Fine, I hope this game is a hit, because they deserve to make money off this title. It shows the overall creativeness and the game design and just the well thought out weirdness that this company can produce when you allow them to make a game that they want. The only thing I can ask is, hey, Double Fine, how about a sequel to Brutal Legends? Huh? Oh, on a side note, yes, Jack Black is in this as well. Please leave in the comments below what you think of this game. If you played Psychonauts 2, if you plan on playing it, what are your thoughts about the title? Make sure to hit that like icon. Please subscribe to my channel. And remember, leave lots of comments so I can answer each and every one of them. And of course, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.
Hello, Devil Dog Gaming. It is I, David Faustino, better known as Bud Bundy. Yes, Devil Dog Gaming, it is I, the Grand Master, the Grand Flasher, the Cross-Dresser, the Godmother, the Godfather, the Gas Passer. I think you get the point, Devil Dog Gaming. More important, Nate wanted me to reach out. He wanted me to dig deep and roast the hell out of his YouTube channel. But what's so funny is I'm going to roast the hell out of you, Nate, because the Cameo Gods don't provide a link. So I can't even watch your damn YouTube channel. So I'm going to roast you. Next time, get it right. Send the link. Figure it out there, Nate. Anyway, can't wait to check out Devil Dog Gaming once you actually can figure out how to provide me a link there, Nate. Anyway, Bud Bundy signing off here. Grandmaster B, the Grand Flasher. And I wanted to as always, if they say at Devil Dog Gaming, the devil's in the details. Whoa, Bundy. Peace out, y'all.
Well, Nathan, I just want to make it clear once and for all, in case you didn't know, the devil's in the details. And idle hands at the devil's workshop. So make of that what you will.
This is Clementine, and the devil's in the details.
What up, it's Bam Margera, giving a shout out to Devil Dog Gaming, and the devil's in the details. Yeah, man.
Nate! Discord here. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Los Angeles, and I think you can see it in the background. On a beautiful day. So when are we all going to get back together again? Who's to say? The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Yes, the devil is in the details. Wouldn't you say?